Good morning, guys. This is Millie. I have a subscriber that asked me to show this video, taking evidently in Victoria, Australia. So I said I would get it up, copy it and get it up. So here I am. I'm not going to play the whole 32 minutes of it. I'll play most of it, just so everybody gets an idea of what's going on. But this is a warning. This is the kind of treatment that will be coming to America sooner than later.
So you've asked me my name, and I'll tell you my name, even though I don't need to do anything else. My name's John Murphy, and I'm here travelling through the park, free according to Daniel Andrews under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. He has said just a couple of days ago that the rights of Victorians are not infringed with any...
This evidently the guy, is trying to video, and he's obviously talking to police, but he's not showing up in the video very well, so excuse me for that, but it's not my video.
Victorian legislation.
I understand that, sir, but
so
you can
then,
only be exercising within 5 kilometres of your residence.
Well, that would be a breach of those
and I need
rights.
To see some identification so that we can check whether that's...
Now that would be these would be the rights. These would be the rights that you guys should be enforcing, our rights. And our rights under the COVID response emergency, measures in response to COVID-19, chapter 5A.1.1. You know them.
Okay.
Says that the Charter of Human Rights is excluded from these measures. And Daniel Andrews said the same thing the other day.
And under
That
the
these
Health
rights,
and Wellbeing Act,
the Health and
Wellbeing Act, there are certain restrictions on people at the moment.
Daniel Andrews said that no legislation in Parliament at the moment is infringing our rights.
Yeah, my radio just...
So I'm taking his word for it.
What's your date of birth?
I don't have that with me at the moment.
You don't remember your date of birth?
I remember the day I was born. I was born a free man. That's what I remember.
Okay, have you got some ID, John?
I have ID, but I don't think I need to. I'm not obliged to present it to you because I'm walking freely in the park. I'll take my mask off. You can see who I am. You can. I don't mind if you take my photo.
You need to establish your address.
You don't need to establish my app. No.
Because, Murphy, I think that you may well be outside of your 5 kilometres. So you are breaching...
I'm not breaching any laws on common law. I'm not breaching any laws. And you guys, as constables, you should be preserving my common law rights, not trampling all over them.
We're not. And
you
once
are.
You get your details and you provide us relevant reasons to why you're out today, then you'll be free to go.
I'm here because I'm free to be here under the legislation. My rights are excluded. They're preserved because and it says so in the Act. You guys have all read the Act. You know they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know that our Victorian Charter of Human Rights and Responsibilities has been excluded from any infringements. Now, a freedom to assemble is in those rights.
Not at the moment,
It
not
is.
Not in stage 4.
It doesn't matter about the Victorian Charter of Human Rights. You might have a loophole there with that, but the human rights are preserved in other acts and charters. And that's where, in common law, I've got human rights. You know that.
Yeah, and we're not infringing on your human rights.
Well, you are.
But we're enforcing the law at the moment.
The law is not lawful to infringe on rights.
And we don't make up the law. You don't make up the law.
You should know that you're infringing the law by...
The quicker we'll be on our way.
Well, you should know that you're breaching the law yourselves by stopping me here today.
Okay, we're not. What's your date of birth, John?
Well, I don't want to give you my date of birth.
You need to.
Well, I don't feel obliged to, because unless you've
Okay.
unless you can show me the act that tells you you can breach my rights, you can tell me what part of the act it is you're working under. What's this health act you're talking about? What part of that says that you can infringe my rights?
The Public Health and Safety Act.
Public Health and Safety Act.
Given under the state of emergency we're in at the moment, restrictions can be put in place. And we're in stage 4 restrictions at the moment.
Daniel Andrews said there was no laws going through Parliament or on the statutes that infringe human rights. He said it a couple of days ago. You know he said it. So,
John, we need to establish where you're from.
you don't have to establish that.
Do.
So, there's, while I've still got some rights left, and these rights, by the way, are not just my rights, these are your rights for human rights. These are your family's rights, your kids, your parents, your brothers, your sisters. They've got rights. You are trampling all over everybody's rights. Think about that when you go to sleep tonight. You're trampling over your own family's rights.
Okay, John, under stage 4 restrictions, the only reason she can be out are to shop for necessary goods within 5 kilometres from your home.
So that's an infringement of freedom of movement. They're the rights.
Or for compassionate reasons, childcare, personal exercise for no more than 1 hour and within 5 kilometres from home.
Well, that sounds like it's an infringement of freedom of movement too.
If they cannot do this from home. Okay, so I don't believe that you're out here under any of those reasons.
Well, those are breaches of the freedom of movement. And so I don't know how you can say that, and Daniel Andrews says there are no laws in Victoria that breach human rights. How does he say that?
I also heard Daniel Andrews say that we're under stage 4 restrictions, John.
Well, you can't infringe the rights of a human being. I'm free. You're free if you want.
I don't know if anybody heard, but at the beginning of this, the police officer said that he might be going to a protest was one of the reasons they stopped him. It was very quick, and I don't think he even caught that. But obviously, stage 4 lockdown in Australia. I have no idea what their supposed numbers are. People, I hope by now you realize this is about locking us up, controlling where we come and go, controlling what we do. It starts with a mask. It starts with, oh, it's for your safety. And there's plenty of literature out there that shows that masks don't stop spread of germs because you can breathe through them. If you have masks at home, look on the box, because the box even says, warning, these are not the kind that will, will not to be used for prevention of either spread of COVID or whatever they have it. But on the boxes, it even mentions that these masks don't do squat. And in fact, they cause more harm, especially people that have any kind of breathing issue. I was with my husband in Walmart a few weeks ago, and my knees were bothering me bad, so I had one of the riding carts, and as we were getting ready to leave, there was a lady waiting for one, and she was having trouble breathing, and I gave her my cart. I asked her if she had asthma, and she said, oh yes. I said, you don't have to wear that mask. And she was too afraid because her doctor said that it was a good idea. Now, what doctor would tell you to restrict your oxygen when you already have trouble restricting your oxygen? And you have dentists coming out saying now people are getting COVID breath from wearing masks. There's doctors in Germany that are coming out and saying this is the biggest lie. There's a video with Robert Kennedy Jr. in Germany, and the one video I saw was just a small clip of, evidently there was a conference where they presented proof that none of this is real. It's just it's very sad, and it's very upsetting that this is how things are. And if this is how it is there, it will be coming to the United States. You can bet on it. So I'll leave a link for this video if you want to watch the whole thing. I just wanted to get some of it up with the link so people could go and see that this starts with the mask. Then they want your ID when you're doing nothing, because he might be more than 5 kilometers from his home. That he shouldn't be out in the fresh air enjoying the park in the springtime, because it's springtime in Australia. I mean, that's just so ridiculous. Anyway, I'm going to get this up. I know this is coming to the United States. It's so upsetting. But it seems like nobody wants to even stand up for themselves anymore. So anyway, this is Millie. It's Monday, the 21st of September. God bless you all, and take care. Bye-bye.